A chutney can be both a sauce or condiment from the Indian subcontinent or an Indo-Caribbean genre of music. And now, I'm not very good with a harmonium or pipe organ, so we're just going to go ahead and do the first kind on today's episode of Wake Up, Smell the. The specific variety I'm going for today is a Western style chutney. They introduced the use of vinegars and sugars with fruit to reduce them down, and then some other spices and flavors are then added. We'll just go ahead and start with our mango, and we're just going to pit and peel our mango. Now, if you want a much more in-depth video on how to dice a mango, I have one up top now. There should be a link showing, and that's part of the break it down segments that I do, which go much more in depth of how to slice or cut or dice certain ingredients. But enough with the shameless plugs. We just want to go with a large dice on this and put it in some form of a container, because we're just going to add the rest of the things to that. Starting with our minced garlic. Now, I've done minces before where I just show you me straight plowing through with a knife. Sometimes we do a slice first, then come back and run the knife through it to mince it. This one, I'm going to do a small dice, and that gets me almost there to where I need to be, but just a few more chops to mince it. I think it's an important cooking practice to both exercise your brain and knife skills to try different ways of doing the same thing. For the dates, I went with a dried red variety, and I like to do the dried variety because then you can have it on your shelf for quite some time in your pantry. So we just took the pits out, and for rough chop, I really just sliced them in half. Then we add them to our mango and garlic mixture, and go ahead and throw in your raisins now. This is a great opportunity for me to both show you guys and flex on my friends to show them I have the budget to buy two kinds of raisins, golden and regular. So now we need a non-reactive pot. I am using a stainless steel, and we use non-reactive pots because when we put vinegar into things, it doesn't pick up the metallic taste of the pot. So let's go ahead and pour our water and our vinegar together and put in the salt and sugar. And then just go ahead and add that container that had all the other ingredients in it, and just give it a quick run through with our wooden spoon. We just want to mix this together before it gets over the heat, because it's going to cook for a long time. The key to this is to bring it up to a boil and then reduce it to a simmer. We bring it up to a boil so that we dissolve the sugar and the salt, and bring it back down to a simmer so that we cook both the dried fruits and regular fruits. We simmer it for about an hour, and then remove it from the heat and add our fourth of a cup of pecans, however you like to say it. Let that cool. Then we want to transfer it to some sort of airtight container to put into our fridge. Depending on how much you use it or open that container, that can last for quite some time. Now, I like to use my chutneys for meat and cheese boards, but they can also be used as just a regular kind of relish or salsa on certain dishes that you feel fit for a nice tart or sweet kick. Hey, thanks for watching that video. There's more like it down here, and if you enjoy them, please don't forget to subscribe. Till next time, you came, you sauteed, you conquered.